I just woke up and I've barely spoken at all today, so gotta kind of get my throat ready, my voice ready, you know. I kind of sound a little bit croaky. Hold on, I need some water. My throat is not being nice to me. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna have this next to me. Hey guys, it's Shy. Welcome to another video. So I haven't uploaded a video in a really long time. I apologize. I think it's been like a week, almost a week since I filmed something, so here's a useless video. So a couple months ago, I want to say around April or May, I was sitting in my study hall bored out of my mind. I was a senior at the time, so I really had nothing to do. I was just kind of waiting to graduate. And it got to the point where I started daydreaming, and all of a sudden I started thinking about Oreos. Like you do. And then I remembered something suddenly. Oreo Cakesters. Growing up, my mom would always shower my sister and I with treats that most kids my age never got to have. She would buy us like Nutter Butters, Nilla wafers, Ritz cracker sandwiches, fruit by the foot, and let's just say whenever I had friends over, they were pretty jealous. But one of the treats that always stood out in my mind were Oreo Cakesters. And if you don't know what an Oreo Cakester is, the best way I can describe it is like two really soft brownies together with a little bit of frosting in the middle to make a little sandwich. Like a little cakey, cookie, soft cookie sandwich thing. It's like a mini whoopie pie, but like Oreo branded, basically. So if you don't know what a whoopie pie is, I can't help you. My mom would buy us these Oreo Cakesters like all the time. Like, I remember my mom coming home from the grocery store with our weekly dose of Oreo Cakesters. And then one day, she just stopped, and for whatever reason, I didn't notice. If you don't remember Oreo Cakesters, then congratulations, you're in the majority. So this morning, I googled Oreo Cakesters. For whatever reason, the first thing that popped up when I looked up Oreo Cakesters was a peanut butter cookie that someone was trying to sell on eBay for $25,000. Okay. On Wikipedia, which, you know, such a reliable source, I was not able to find an article about Oreo Cakesters, but I was able to find a very lengthy article about Oreo cookies. I find Oreos really interesting. I think they have a really interesting history. If you want me to make a video about the history of Oreo cookies, comment that down below. I was reading through this article, and all the article had about Oreo Cakesters was this little blurb basically saying Oreo Cakesters were released in 2007 and they came in different flavors. That's pretty much it. As you can probably imagine, they're not very popular. Not many people know about them. I Google searched it, not a whole lot showed up. Strangely enough, the Oreo Cakester page is still up on Amazon, but all the options are unavailable and you clearly can't purchase them anymore. I also looked on eBay to see if there was any Oreo Cakester stuff available, and there wasn't. And usually when things are discontinued, people on eBay try to buy them, keep them for a couple years, and then try to sell them for absurd amounts of money, right? Right. So clearly these things kind of disappeared abruptly and no one was really expecting them to go away. I found a couple websites describing them, but they were all websites from around the time where Oreo Cakesters were being sold. And I was like, okay, so clearly no one seems to notice that they're gone. I came across this YouTube video called What Happened to Oreo Cakesters, and it was posted by I Rant About Things back in April of 2018. So go check out the video if you haven't seen it. It's pretty short, but the only real reason that she could find in her research why Oreo Cakesters were no longer available is because they contain an unhealthy amount of trans fat, which, fair enough, I guess. America's fat enough without these things existing, right? But there doesn't seem to be a confirmed reason. I found articles speculating the reason why they no longer sold them was because they contained an unhealthy amount of trans fat, but they weren't confirmed. It was all speculation. It was never a specific reason. So I was reading through the comments of this video, and many people seem to have the same experience as I did with these things. They got them all the time, and then one day they just disappeared and they forgot about them until recently. One of the comments of this video that stuck out to me was a commenter by the username DDMans1990, and he said that he emailed Mondelez, is that how you pronounce it? Mondelez? I don't know. It's Nabisco's parent company, asking about Oreo Cakesters. To quote the comment which quoted the email, This is my poorly written script that I wrote at 5 a.m. this morning. It's great to hear from our consumers who are looking for our products because it lets us know how much you enjoy them. The tough part comes when we have to share the news that the product you're looking for has been discontinued. If products don't seem to be popular with our consumers and the demand starts to drop, a decision is made to discontinue the item. Once this decision is made, we stop making the product and the remaining supply is shipped from our warehouse to grocery stores. At this time, there are no plans to bring back our discontinued products, but we are always cooking up something new to help you live and eat better, so you may discover a new favorite. Again, thanks for contacting us. I hope you'll continue to enjoy our products. Consumer Services, Mondelez International. Basically, they stopped selling them because they weren't making enough money. It makes sense. Like, if your customers aren't buying it and you're not making money off the product, you get rid of it. That's how it works. So the two choices are there was either too much trans fat or they just weren't popular enough, which I'm thinking it was kind of a mixture of both. And there's like tons of petitions also, like on change.org and stuff, like people like wanting these things back. Of course, that's not gonna do anything, but it's worth a shot, I guess. I don't know. Although I loved these things as a kid, I really don't think that they're ever gonna come back, and I think that's kind of a good thing. You know, one less unhealthy snack the better. You know, like, we already are struggling enough, at least America is struggling enough with obesity and unhealthy eating lifestyles. I just think, you know, not having these things around might be slightly better than having them around. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a pessimistic outlook on things, but I think it's a good thing that they're gone in some ways. I'm personally trying to eat healthier than I was like a year ago. Like, one of my New Year's resolutions for this year was to eat healthier, and I am actually doing a pretty good job at that. And these things would totally get me off track. Like, these things were like crack. They were really, really good. I mean, from what I can remember, I was like 7 or 8 when I last had them, so it's been a long time. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much all the information I was able to find on them. Have you ever had these? Did they ever exist outside of the US? Like, let me know. Comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, also don't forget to comment down below, because I actually really enjoyed researching this video. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I try to post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Emphasis on the try. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye!